Dynamic duos are everywhere in the league, but over there for the Oklahoma City Thunder, Josh Giddey and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander are a special 1-2 punch ready to wake the NBA up. Like, let me ask you this, how could you not bring up this Thunder duo when you have someone who can dish out slick passes setting up teammates for easy money, and then you have a guy who can slice through the defense in many ways, just making defenders look like cones? Bringing so much value to this team, Shai and Giddey led the team in all individual traditional stats, really just showcasing the amount of weight they can carry on their back, just elevating this team to success. On an All-Star and All-NBA first team year, SGA led the charge for the scoring for the Thunder at 31 points a game, which ultimately landed him at 4th in the entire league in scoring overall. And then when we shift over to Josh Giddey, amongst all sophomores in the league, Josh is ranked at number 1 in assists at 6 per game, and when we look at his potential assists, it also ranked at number 1 at 12.6 per game. So when you take player 1 and player 2 and then fuse them together, your outcome is a more than promising backcourt filled with excitement. When Shai and Giddey's minds link up and they are in sync, well, that's when you see them connecting on these plays where Shai can go get the easy bucket inside. On this play, Shai drops his handoff to Giddey, so now they're in a 2-man game on the sideline. Then by acting as if he's going to come back up, Shai fakes out the defense with this jab and then goes backdoor to receive this dime from Giddey. It's these little details that make these connections work so seamlessly, and that's when you see these out of bounds plays executed perfectly as Shai runs a straight route to the basket and Giddey can sling it right through 2 defenders for the 2-handed slam. The synergy between these two is really unique, and it's like they can read each other's minds as you can see them communicating on the floor here, and Shai just bursts right to the rim knowing Giddey will thread it to him on the cut for another 2 points in close. When we look at Shai's conversion rate on all cutting layups and dunks, he connected on 89% of his 37 field goal attempts, which shows you just how concentrated he was once receiving the pass on the move. When defenders would jam him up, stopping him from using the screen, well, Shai is just smart enough to lunge off the defender to go baseline, and now he can lay it in. These decisions have to be made in a split second, as if you wait too long the window could be shut, so you can see here that once the defender denies the handoff, since Valanciunas is the only paint protector and he's out on the perimeter, Shai explodes to the basket, receives the short slip pass, and goes to finish through Herb Jones at the rim. To be a great slasher, you have to be able to move off the ball to receive the pass for easier buckets, and Shai is only getting better and better at noticing these openings so he can make himself available for the pass on the cut. You have times where if the defender is chasing you, then you curl off to get deeper into the paint, and then other times instead of moving quick, you can stall the defender out by pausing for a brief second and then blow past him with the backdoor to put 2 on the board. As long as you keep moving and cutting, well, Giddey is going to find you because his eyes are always scanning the floor for the next open man. Having this type of true point guard presence on the floor helps this team so much because they are always in a pass first mode, looking to reward the teammates who are on the move. When looking at Giddey's on and off court assist stats, when on the floor the team dished out an average of 16 assists, and then when Giddey exited the floor, it dropped all the way down to an average of just 9. So obviously having Giddey out there helps the offense generate better looks, and it also keeps the offense in a flow state. It's sort of like he's a quarterback out there when launching these passes out the pocket, and he can deliver it on the money, zipping it right over the defenders' heads. If the big doesn't get back quick enough and is playing the middle between him and the roller, well, Josh will just give him a haircut with this pass and make them pay as Williams can lay it in with ease. Honestly, it's really no time you can sleep on Giddey or just be out of place on defense because in a split second, he'll slice a pass through with barely any space to get it off. On this play here, there's 2 defenders who can close the gap and Shai's man is chasing him, but Giddey says, hey, this is no problem, and dimes this right through the middle to lead Shai in for a left-handed lay. These passes can look easy at times, but trust me, they're far from it. Because when he's running the pick and roll and the gap for him seems to be clogged up, well, Giddey can pull out a little trick out the bag and use this wraparound behind the back pass to Williams as the defense is just left in their tracks watching the ball fall through the net. Now look, I know that pass made you raise your eyebrows a little bit and has you realizing just how good of a passer Giddey really is. Sometimes it's like magic when Josh is teleporting these passes through different dimensions as it looks so smooth when he's whipping it around the defense, and when he makes the defense collapse on him to then dump it off right behind him. The difficulty on these passes is very high, but with such a great touch and feel for the game, Giddey makes these look elementary when he's out there facilitating. This amount of versatility he has to get the ball to his teammates is what separates him from most young guards in the league, as you don't really see this from guys this early on in their career. It doesn't matter if it's on the break, in a half court, on a skip out, or a thread right through defenders, Giddey is going to get it there, and you know what amazes me the most? Well, unlike a lot of guards who will just rush the pass or end up chucking up a terrible shot, Giddey doesn't mind just staying patient to let the play develop, and once his partner in grime dashes to the paint, he can drop it off so he can go finish that acrobatic layup. Now, just as good as that finish was off the cut, Shai can deliver some nice finishes off the drive just as eye-catching. He's real methodical with his approaches to the rim, and this is why he can dismantle the defense once getting inside. On all driving layups and dunks, Shai connected on 54% of his 354 attempts, and if we broaden it out just a little bit, when getting in that restricted area, Shai dropped in 63% of his 499 attempts. So yeah, as you can see, Shai was more than effective when it came to getting in close, and with the variety of ways to get there, it causes the defense many problems on a nightly basis. While being such an amazing driver when it comes to attacking the basket, with his tall and lengthy frame, SGA possesses this high-level athleticism and body control, which allows him to maneuver through traffic and finish at the rim with some finesse. Like on this play here, Shai notices the backside is wide open with no rim protection. So out this post-up, he spins out going baseline, and as the help defender slides over to contest, Shai goes up and under to lay this reverse in on the other side. These acrobatic finishes can come in many ways, as it's not just on the mid-air adjustments, but when attacking aggressively, when Shai spins through this double, this is when you can see the great body control on display. He combines that speed, agility, and quickness to blow past defenders and create scoring opportunities for himself, so if he's coming at you with a head of steam, it really might just be too late for you to slow him down. It's times like this where he shifts the defense with that in and out, and since no one steps up to him immediately, it makes for this two-handed slam at the basket. When he delivers those in and outs, it can simply leave the defender in the dust, and don't let it be a big man on him, because then Shai takes advantage of it by shifting him to the right with the in and out and smoothly glides in with that left-handed lay. His great ball handling skills and the ability to change directions on the fly can knock the defenders off balance, and now he'll be presented with these wide open looks at the rim. Now trust me, I get it. If it was just one move to the basket, then maybe the defense would have a more easier time to contain him. But nah, that's not where it stops, it's just where it starts. He uses a variety of moves such as crossovers, hesitations, and those deadly Euro steps, which keeps the defenders guessing and creates advantages for him to attack the rim. You have these times where he truly widens your eyes after splitting the defense on the go screen, and right as Morris gets into position, he dishes out that Euro to go right around him and kiss it off the glass for two. It's quite refreshing to see a young guard who does have the quickness show this much control, because usually we see super athletic guards lean on their speed or leaping ability, but with Shai, he can display patience on the drive, serve the fake to get the defender on the trampoline, and then step through to go lay it home. See what I mean? Shai is just calculated with the drives, and let's say he isn't able to dish out these nice moves, well that's when he can use his brute strength to initiate the contact on the drive, and then rise up to punch it home all over the defense. So whether it be Giddey diming up teammates or Shai attacking the basket strong, the defense has to worry about both of these guys on the court, and more than soon enough, these two will get the respect as one of the best young backcourts in the NBA. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like before heading over to watch this Cade Cunningham analysis. I thank you all for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.